Hi everyone. So in the last video we have seen about the processing of milk and how it is being hygienically processed and the techniques involved in the processing of milk. So in this video let us see what are all the constituents that are present in the milk and like what a vital role and how a vital role it plays in the individual. So coming into the video, let us see what are all the main constituents that are present in the milk. So as we all know, like milk is a complete food, so it has a vital source of nutrition in human diets, that is across the globe. So with the global production reaching approximately more than 900 million metric tons like annually, milk actually plays a very crucial role in the food security as well as in the public health. So in this video we can delve into the intricate composition of the milk, highlighting like essential proteins, carbohydrates like lactose, and the functions of the milk fat and the other vital vitamins and the minerals that milk provides. So and also we can also explore the variations in the types of milk and discuss more alternatives that meet out the dietary restrictions or the preferences also. So next, getting into the composition of milk. So we can categorize the major components and the key nutrients that are present in the milk. So major components that are present is the water, that acts as a primary solvent and the medium of transport. So nearly 87% of the water serves in the one of the major component in milk. So next is the lactose. So lactose is nothing but this is the main source of carbohydrate present in the milk. So it contributes approximately some 4.8%. Then fats. So fat is, we all know, it is one of the energy rich source. So fat soluble vitamins are present nearly 3.5%. And the last thing is the proteins. So the proteins are more essential for the growth and the repair. So nearly 3.2% of the proteins are present in the milk. And the key nutrients, when we look into that, there are more than three key nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, vitamin B12, potassium, as well as the phosphorus is also present. So calcium is that we all know from the term calcium, it will contribute more for the bone health and the function of the muscles. And the vitamin D is mainly, it helps for the support of the immune system and also to absorb the calcium. And vitamin B12 mainly it supports the function of the nervous system and also for the red blood cells formation. Then obviously other key nutrients such as the potassium and the phosphorus, like potassium it will helps to maintain a healthy blood pressure in an individual, and phosphorus, when we look into that, it is also contributing both for the energy production as well as for the bone health also. So milk primarily from this conclusion, we can conclude that it contains more amount of water only, followed by carbohydrates, fats, and the other proteins. So it also contains some essential vitamins and minerals, and also that it contributes for the health of any individual. And also when we compare exactly, it can based on the breed, that is based on the variation of the cow's breed, we can change the stage of lactation or its diet also. Based on that, the composition may vary. So next is the milk proteins. So coming into the protein aspect, more than 80% of the casein. So casein is nothing but mainly this type of protein contributes for the production of cheese. So mainly for the cheese production, because it will provide mainly a structure and the texture while processing of the cheese. So it forms like missiles, and that will helps to carry the calcium as well as the phosphorus. So it will contribute more for the nutrition value of cheese and other types of dairy products. And like different types of casein are also being present based on the, as I told, the breed variation. We can classify as alpha, beta and kappa, because based on the properties of the milk and the cheese we can give the variation of the caseins also. So percentage of casein that is present in the milk is the 80% is present. Next is the whey protein. So the whey protein actually it contributes to more biological value, that is mainly like more for the muscle development and for the repair. So this will contribute a major part. So how it is being contributing is this type of whey that we consume, what happens is that it will be quickly absorbed by the body, so making it more like ideal for the post exercise recovery. So it will like how we can explain is like it will give us supplements due to the high protein content, and that benefits the amino acid profile in our body by consuming more amount of whey. So next is the amino acids. So amino acids, it's nothing but that is that which is rich in lysine and the leucine. So that is more important for the growth and the overall health of the individual. So this lysine type of amino acid, mainly it is essential in our body, that that cannot be produced own. That is, this type of amino acid alone the body cannot naturally produce. So by that particular lysine, it will help in the synthesis of protein and also for the absorption of the calcium that is present in the milk. And the leucine is also like one of the most important amino acid that is important for the muscle protein synthesis and to regularize the blood sugar levels present in the blood. And mainly this milk proteins are categorized as casein and whey only, based on the different amino groups and based on the acids that are present, they will contribute to the digestibility of the particular milk. Okay, so next is the lactose and the carbohydrates. So lactose and the carbohydrates is nothing but the role of lactase and the intolerance due to that. So lactase is nothing but the main carbohydrate that is present in the milk, that is known as the milk sugar. Okay, so that which helps to provide energy by the consumption of the milk. So it is nothing but a disaccharide that is composed of the galactose and the glucose. That is what we call it as the lactose. Next is the lactase. Lactase is nothing but the enzyme that breaks down the lactose into simple sugar. So what happens is that the enzymes that is produced in the smaller intestine, that will break down the lactose into glucose and the galactose for absorption purpose. So this is the role of the lactase. Next is nothing but the intolerance. So we have heard globally like lactose intolerance infants, like that we have heard. So what is nothing but the lactose intolerance will affect nearly 68 to 70% globally, leading to some digestive discomforts like bloating, gas or diarrhea by consuming after consuming the dairy products daily. So it means that particular amount of the lactose it is not contributing to their digestive system. So we can come to a conclusion by saying that lactase is a very key carbohydrate or the key ingredient that is present in the milk, and also digestion requires lactase and deficiency can lead to the intolerance. So mainly lactase is the main thing. So for the digestion process we need lactase, but in case if there is an insufficiency of the lactose, it leads to the intolerance. So symptoms can also be like managed through dietary changes by consuming lactose free products or any other lactase supplements also. Okay, so next is the fat and its function. So obviously we all know, we have seen about milk proteins, milk, the carbohydrates, now milk fat. So milk fat is nothing but the first what composition of the milk fat is nothing but it contains triglycerides, phospholipids, free fatty acids and cholesterol. So these four only contributes to the structure of the fat that is present in the milk. Okay, so coming into the triglycerides. So triglyceride is nothing but is made of made of the bulk of the milk fat, that we call it as the triglyceride. So that will provide a concentrated source of energy that when we consume the milk. The phospholipids are nothing but they play a vital role in the formation of the cell membranes, and free fatty acid to give a flavor profile to the milk. Okay, so cholesterol, that is while often when we discussed as the negative content only, because it is mainly like an essential component of cell structure and for the hormone production only the cholesterol contributes. Next is the vitamins. So vitamins, as we all know, the source of the fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E and K, they play a vital role for the various functions of in our body. So vitamin A is essential for the vision and for the immune system. Vitamin D will help in the absorption of calcium and for the bone health. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant and also it will protect our body cells from the damage. And vitamin K is mainly necessary to prevent the clotting of the blood. And so by the presence of all these types of vitamins, it will enhance the nutritional value of the milk and making the milk one of the important part in our balanced diet. So next is the last thing is it also contributes to the flavor and texture. That is what is that? Milk fat. So these are all we are seeing in about the fat that is present in the milk. So how it contributes to the flavor and texture is nothing but is mainly due to the milk is responsible, as we already seen in the last video. It may contributes to a creamy texture, that which gives a rich flavor of milk and the other dairy subproducts. So the specific flavor compounds that are present in the milk will actually vary. It will change depending on the animal's diet and animal's breed. Okay, that will contribute one of the unique characteristics of the different types of milk. So based on the breed and the diet only, we can categorize the milk fat that is present in a particular milk. So this will make the milk not just a source of nutrition, but also it will like add to some culinary ingredient and adds a depth and complexity also to the other dishes when we consume. Okay, so mainly, so this is the milk fat and its functions. So next is the vitamins and the role of minerals in the milk. So as we all know, like what are all present in the milk is the calcium, minerals and the vitamins. So calcium, like when we look into the calcium, so we have seen more about calcium, like it contributes to bone health and muscles. So mainly it also facilitates for the transmission of the nervous system also. So adequate calcium intake will help us to prevent osteoporosis disease, and also it will reduce the risk of fractures or any bone issues, or particularly in the older adults it will contribute a greater part. So minerals is nothing but we have seen like in other components like phosphorus, potassium, magnesium and zinc. So phosphorus, potassium, magnesium is nothing but mainly all these minerals helps to build the bones and also to regulate the blood pressure, and it will balance the fluids that is present in our body. So magnesium will support both muscle and nerve function, and it will boost the immune system, which aids in wound healing. That is magnesium. Next is the last one is the vitamin D. Mainly vitamin D due to the process of fortification. So we have seen in the last video fortification. So due to adopting this technique of fortification, what happens is that it will help to prevent the type of osteoporosis disease and helps to support the immune system. And also vitamin D plays a very crucial role for the absorption of the calcium, just by promoting the bone mineralization and the strength. And totally it will fight against the autoimmune diseases. So next is the variations in the milk and the alternatives. So what are all the variations that we can give? That is as we have already seen, like many types of, not only milk, like we are giving like whole milk, skim milk, reduced fat milk, and the lactose free milk. So based on the varieties of dairy milk products, we can give the fat preferences, and based on the digestive needs, we can prefer the types of the dairy types. Next is the plant based. So plant based is nothing but like it offers a very diverse flavors, we can substitute it with almond, soya, or the oat milk, because almond are like low in calories and soya milk is a good source of very protein rich. Oat milk will give a creamy texture, and the soluble fibers are present in the oat milk. So these options are actually more suitable for the vegans, and for those who have like dairy allergies, it is a main a very good substitute by a plant based option. Next is the, we are going to compare. So let's compare the dairy types and with the, sorry, now let's compare with the dairy types and the the plant based. So nothing but the dairy types and plant based is nothing but how we can compare is, we can tell comparing reveals the nutritional differences. So we can tell probably it can